Yeah, good morning, everyone. Hope I'm audible and visible.
Morning, sir.
Hi,
Yes, you are.
Prutha. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Am I visible?
Yeah, you are audible. Not visible, but audible. Rest all, please start your video. Come on, quickly. How are you doing, Prutha?
I'm doing good, sir.
And it's an honor that we have Prutha Hardas with us, our 1820 batch student. And now she is in Maharashtra, Nagpur, NLU, and she is doing a course on B.A.LL.B, Honor and Adjudication and Justicing. And we are thankful that from her busy schedule, she has taken out some half an hour for discussing about this course and guiding our candidates. Prutha, like morning itself, there is a result, and in Nagpur itself, there are four already selected and one in from Mumbai, from our institute. Okay, so
Congratulations, sir.
yeah, thank you so much. It is continuing. Actually, अभी morning में ही आया है. This time they have not published the complete list. You need to check from your account itself. So still it is updating. But let us start. Prutha, about this course, you can start. Do you want us to share the screen, or you can like from this itself you can go ahead?
I can speak, sir.
Yes, please. So, guys, you can just listen it carefully, specifically those who have appeared for CLAT. And after the discussion completion, you can ask queries from Prutha about whatever the queries that you have. Okay? Chale. Let us start, Prutha.
And I'd like to request if a few of you can turn on your cameras because it
Everyone should turn on your camera. Compulsory. Everyone should turn on your camera. We are not going to say you again and again. Complete. Compulsory.
so should I start, sir?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Prutha Hardas. Right now, I am in my second year in NLU Nagpur, and I'm pursuing the course of B.A.L.L.B Honors in Adjudication and Justicing. Now, how the session will go, I'll give a brief introduction about the same. First, I'll be discussing about the course, what it is about exactly. Then, I'll be speaking as to what the admission procedure is for the same. Then, I'll be discussing what are the prospects after the course, after 5 years of its completion. Then, I'll take questions from you the same. And kindly, as sir said, please refrain from asking questions during the session. Please reserve your questions, write them down. You can put it in the chat box, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my capability. So, to start with, to introduce the course, as it is clearly stated, as the name suggests, it is for equipping students to enter judiciary. As in, uh, it was a confusion in our time also, as in whether students will be able to enter the judiciary directly after completing the 5 years course. So let me clarify this. It's not like that. It's just that the students who will be going through this course, they'll be sort of sensitized towards the society. What I learned from my experience in first year was that we mostly had subjects relating to arts. That is, we had sociology, we had political thought, contemporary political science, uh, we had subjects like history, ancient history, contemporary history. So basically, what they do in the first year is that they sensitize you towards the society as you'll be aspiring to go into the judiciary. All right. Now, as I said, students will not be exactly entering into the judiciary right after they complete the 5 years course. It will be not like that. So, after completing the 5 year course, you will still have to give the competitive exams for the same. There is no special treatment to students as of now who go through this course. Changes may take place in the future, but as of now, you will have to give the competitive exam. Now, another clarification is that some of the students have confusion as to what if a student can't get into judiciary after completing this course. Now, even after this, you'll be able to practice law exactly the same way if you had gone through the normal course of B.A.L.B honors. All right, so there should be no apprehension about the same as to whether you will be able to practice law or not after this course. All right. Then, while discussing the admission procedure, uh, first of all, you will have to apply for the same, and based on your CLAT score, you will be shortlisted. Uh, in yesteryear, in our time, 200 students were selected because the seats were only 40 at that time. But as for this notification this year, they'll be taking 60 students. So 300 students will be shortlisted based on your CLAT score. Now, after that, after the shortlisting, you'll have to go through a group discussion. All right. In a group discussion, there'll be primarily 10 to 12 people maximum, where you will be allotted a topic, a very general topic. For example, my topic last year was whether women in India are empowered or not. This was a very simple topic. It's a very general topic, all right. And one had to take a stance as to yes, women are empowered as of now, or no, women are not empowered. And you will have, and there were 3 rounds for each person. um, Firstly, there was an introductory round where you had to introduce about the topic and what your stance was. You had to state that. The second was the main discussion round. All right. And the last was the conclusory statement. So, as against the common understanding that group discussions are basically, in the layman language, a fish market, believe me, this particular group discussion, it was my very first, and it was conducted very professionally. The conductors of the group discussion were very professional all throughout the time. The students were professional. One had to remain in one's calmest, uh, what to say, one had to remain calm. All right. And also, you cannot impose your ideas, or you cannot shout on others. All right. The way you see in YouTube, it's not like that. You have to remain very professional. Yes, you can criticize other people's ideas, as in fact, if you criticize others properly in a calm manner, they give you points for that. All right. This means you are listening to other people as well. Okay. Now, the topic which they give, they do not give you beforehand to prepare for that. They give you while you are in the meeting. They give you 3 to 4 minutes for preparing the same, to jot down your points. So there is no question of preparing beforehand. All right. It's more like an extempore. All right. Then, after the group discussion, more students are shortlisted, where now there will be a psychometric test. All right. This particular psychometric test, in my opinion, was a very different one, a very tough one rather, from those which are there on the internet, the free psychometric tests. All right. Where uh, the kind of questions in the psychometric test were that they give you situations, and they then give you what will be your stance in a particular situation. For example, you may be you may be the leader of a group in corporate world, for example, and there is uh, let's say there is a quarrel or a disagreement between two to three members of your group. How will you resolve that? They'll give you 5 to 4 compelling options, and you'll be very confused as to which will be the best. They will even ask you which is the best option and which is the worst option, and you'll have to place it like that in a sequence. So, however, don't strain your brain, because it's not something that is testing your knowledge at that time. It's just that they're seeing whether your personality suits the course that you're trying to pursue. All right. So after that, it's not a test, it's just the personality detector kind of a thing. After that, the last round is a personal interview. All right. For me personally, personal interview was the easiest part of this particular admission procedure. So now again, you are law aspirants. Remember that you are not law students. So in the personal interview, they won't be asking you anything related to core law. All right, you don't have to worry about that. However, I'll give you some tips regarding the same. Now, the very first question that is going to be there in the interview. All right. First of all, the interview lasts only for 5 to 6 minutes. Officially, everyone was allotted 9 minutes. However, my interview, it was finished in 6 minutes only. So you have to be at your best during those 6 minutes, as those are very crucial. And the people who will be interviewing you, they will be the vice chancellor of the university, the top professors of the university. There will be even retired district judges. There will be district judges who are in their office right now. So people who are going to interview, there is also a psychologist for the same who will be observing you in the interview. All right. So it has to be very professional. You have to be calm, you have to be confident. Remember that they are not testing your legal knowledge. So the very first very basic questions that you have to expect in the interview are that, firstly, you'll be asked to introduce yourself. Practice that in the mirror. All right, because you only have a few seconds to do that, and it has to be the best. uh, you cannot answer I'm fine. It's very boring and it's not catching. You have to do something. You have to make yourself stand apart from the other students. All right. For example, I stated that I felt energetic and vibrant. I don't know, it was far better than I'm fine. So find something that will set you apart in the very beginning of your interview only. And after the introduction, another very predictable question is that why did you choose law as a profession? Or why do you want to become a lawyer? Or why do you want to become a judge? Why did you opt for this particular course? All right, because they are looking for students who are genuinely interested in going into the judiciary. All right, only because you say that, oh, I wanted to get into an NLU and there is so much hype about this thing, you cannot answer questions like that, even if that is true. All right, you have to answer it very genuinely. So do that, please. Prepare these basic questions, anticipate them, because these are something very predictable and you will have to answer them at some point or the other in the interview. So the first question of introduce yourself, be polite, do not raise your voice, however the questions may be. Third, um, why did you choose to become a lawyer or a judge? Why do you want to pursue this course? Please prepare these questions beforehand, all right, so that you won't be surprised at that time. Then uh, they ask you follow-up questions regarding the same. All right, for me, what I answered was my favorite subject in 12th standard was political science, and that led me to interest in the constitution. All right, so I wanted to learn the constitution and things like that. So they asked me questions regarding what did you study in political science. So all the questions that are there in the interview, in the main core interview, these are follow-up questions on what you answer. All right, so do not answer something or do not mention something that you don't know completely about. All right, you cannot fake it in front of those people. You have to remember that. So whatever you answer, it should be polite, it should be genuine. You should know almost everything about that. And if you don't know an answer, because again, this is not a test of your legal knowledge, and if you don't know any answer, you're not sure of it, be be polite, be genuine, and tell them that you don't know the answer. All right. Then again, they may ask you questions that may be not exactly related. For example, they asked me, Prutha, do you get angry? So this is a twister, all right? Everyone gets angry. And they ask you questions as to how you deal with that anger and why do you deal in that particular way. So basically, this particular question was asked to me by a psychologist, by the counselor in our university. So you don't know what you may confront, but be confident, because believe me, after the group discussion and psychometric test, the personal interview, you will feel like it's nothing. You're just talking to people because they are very polite people. Believe me. even if they are the professors, even if it is the vice chancellor or the district judges or ex-district judges, they are very polite people. So it's like that. Then finally, what after the course? All right. um yeah, as I said that after the course you will have to appear for the competitive exams of the judiciary, or even if you can't get through the exams, or if you don't want to enter the judiciary, you still can practice law. That won't be a problem. All right. Then there are apprehensions, now not exactly related to this course, but there are certain apprehensions as to only the top 5 NLUs are the best and the rest of them are garbage. It's not like that, in my opinion, believe me, because I don't know what is the rank of NLU Nagpur as of now. I haven't been following that. um, it's, I think, the 10th or 11th. I don't know. So the professors in our college, believe me, they are the best ones that I have found since my school. They are very polite. So now all the teachers are not the same. Some are strict, some are lenient. So however the teacher may be, the nature of the teacher, they are really good professors. All right. And they help you at any given point. So that is not a question if NLU Nagpur is a good institute or not. I found it very good for me, at least. There are students who complain about the same, but believe me, if you give your 100% into the studies and overall in the university, you will find better results for yourself. So and yeah, one other thing is that if you think that preparation of the CLAT is the hardest thing you have encountered, you haven't. Believe me, being in an in a national law university, it's much more than that, because you will be very occupied. Believe me, the academics is not the only thing that you will be worried about. There are projects, there are presentations of that projects, there is internship, there are other assignments, there are other co-curricular activities. So if you are very serious about pursuing this, then please have this idea in mind that it is not going to be a cakewalk. But if you do enjoy law, you have genuine interest in that subject, you have decided that you will work hard, then you can, honestly, you will strive in that university. Believe me. So, any questions that you have?
Yes, 21 candidates you can ask, specifically those who have not shortlisted for any NLU this year, or 22, 23 candidates or can also ask queries on this specific course. Last year, like Prutha has wonderfully explained, last year this course came, I think, in the month of November. And we were surprised and we were not confirmed what to do. But luckily, like maximum of our candidates was those who were not got any chance in the allotment seat they filled, and out of that 5 were shortlisted, 5 were selected. Prutha is one of them who selected, and we had a discussion, we had a long discussion with Prutha about this course, and this, she said it's a wonderful course. So I would say, if you have any query, any doubts, please ask right now at present itself. Raksha's question is, how did you prepare for CLAT, and how did you preparation specifically for group discussion? Let me just make it public. Just give me a second. Yeah. So the chat is now public. You can, Raksha, you can send directly to Prutha. Yeah.
Okay, so answering the first half of your question, how did I prepare for CLAT? Uh, so basically, what I did was blindly follow what sir and ma'am said. But to be more specific, uh, as uh, as sir said, always sir says that please read newspaper, follow the current affairs, practice regularly, Do not miss your classes. Do all the assignments because they are ultimately going to help you in the long run. All right. Keep giving normal tests even before you start attempting for mock tests. All right. The small topic tests on mathematics or logical reasoning, whatever. Start giving them. Do not focus on the marks as if now if you are in the beginning of your preparation. However, the marks become important once you approach the end of your preparation. All right. So, and the CLAT mock tests, keep giving them, keep analyzing them, keep working on your reading and comprehension skills. That's all for this particular CLAT pattern that it is now. And answering how did I specifically prepare for group discussion? Um, I did not specifically prepare for group discussion because it was something very new to me. I did not
Surprise.
know anything about it. I just looked up on YouTube how the group discussions go, and I was terrified. The way people shout at each other, the way they talk over each other, it is not something that you will see over here. All right. You will have to be very articulate. You cannot talk on for a very long time and confuse the conductors of the group discussion. All right. Because they are they're professors. All right. You cannot do so, and they will ask you to stop speaking if you speak for a very long time. So you will have to be convincing. You will have to be articulate in a very short time. You have to know what you are speaking. You cannot speak gibberish at that. All right. So there was no so what I will suggest for group discussion is that keep reading the newspaper, be thorough with what are the uh, current happenings around you, or and also have opinions on things. All right, sometimes it's very difficult to take a stand on an issue, but if you have to defend a particular side or oppose a particular side, have opinions about things. That's what I will say, because in a group discussion all you have to do is take a side and justify your side. All right, that's all there is in a group discussion. And and do not shy away from flaunting your current affair knowledge in a group discussion, because that's what helped me in the main part of the argument. All right, so that is how I will answer that question. Next question is from Somil. How is this course different from the conventional? That is a very good question, and I'm sorry I missed that. Now, when I compared the subjects, the courses of the normal course and the subjects of this adjudication and justicing course, uh, now look, there are certain differences. For example, we didn't have the subject of legal methods in the very first semester. We had all the art subjects, and we had just one subject that was somewhat related to law. It was legal philosophy. Then in the second semester, we only had tortious liability, and all the other subjects were art subjects. However, the normal honors course, they had uh, they had 2 to 3 subjects of law in their very first and second semester. But if from the second year, we have all the core subjects of law. So in the course the subjects may be here and there, but you will get to learn the core law. All right. Another difference is that in the internships, in the normal honors course, you mostly intern at an NGO, or you intern at a firm, or you intern under a lawyer. All right, in the adjudication and justicing course you cannot do that, as even in the prospectus it is given that the internships will be in police departments or departments that are related to uh, something judicial in nature. All right, or under directly under district court judges. That's where you will be doing internships. Last year, due to the pandemic, we could not do our internship. Unfortunately, we had to cover those marks, we had to do some other assignments. But however, from this year we will be having internships in police departments or under district court judges. All right, that is good. That is the main difference in this course that I found. Then the question is Shivani. My question is that as I am not interested in judiciary, but I have keen interest in corporate, so would this course help me or not? Um, okay, from the
एक मिनट,
perspective.
Prutha, एक मिनट, हाँ, just a second. Non-law students, please wait. We are finishing off with the session. Till the time, just wait. We will be starting with the debate after this. So please wait till the time that session will get over. Okay. Yeah, you can continue. You take your time, Prutha. Aram se. Yes.
Yes, sir. So, answering Shivani's question, from the perspective of university and professors, look, they are seriously looking for students who are interested in going into the judiciary because the course is designed for the same. However, if you do not get into judiciary after the completion of course, it's fine because you will still be able to practice as a lawyer, all right, even as a corporate lawyer for that matter. But if you're looking for, because to be in a corporate, to be as a corporate lawyer, you will have to intern under corporate lawyer, all right. This is not what you'll be able to do as an internship during these 5 years, because they will be sending you for internships under district judges. So that is something you will miss in that. I'll be honest and
Can
answer
I
that
add
question.
one thing, Prutha? I may
Yes,
be
sir.
wrong. You can connect me, because we had a discussion with Shivani and she said about the corporate law. So don't we like that after 5 years, if she is interested in corporate law based on this degree, she can do some specific courses on corporate law or probably on a specific field, and then can enter into the field that she's interested with? Because the brand of this institute, that the way you are suggesting specifically about the faculties, the kind of atmosphere that you are getting, it is best. So
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't have any specific other possibility, and you are joining this course, and let's say after 3 4 year 5 year you are doing some course, because there are n number of courses. I think I have seen one course in NLU Nagpur itself that you have posted in your screenshot, right? In your DP. And then parallelly I have seen some courses in Hyderabad, some courses in Bangalore. So is it, will that work? Just
Yes,
wanted.
sir, because as I said, you can still practice law
Yes.
even after the completion of this course. It's just that you won't be able to intern under a lawyer for that matter. That is the only catch in that. However, you still can practice law.
So what our suggestion is, Shivani and others, those who are get confused, don't think that it will be a typical job in which you will be going for a judiciary thing. But if you, what I feel, it is too early to decide. You know, after 5 year, 4 year, you may have a better understanding whether you are interested or not. If you're not, then still you have a B.A.LL.B degree, and that B.A.LL.B degree can, you can any given day can be multiplied by doing some specific courses. There are some foreign universities who are asking for LLM courses, and this is a degree, and that will be eligible. You will be eligible for all types of courses in future. So probably what Prutha is trying to say, it's a wonderful opportunity. Don't miss it. Try and go for it. It's a form of 1500, guys. And don't take it other on other context, that it specifically कि जब सिलेक्शन होगा देन वी विल डिसाइड. आई थिंक है ना, 1500 ही अभी फिलहाल पे करना है. एक बार सिलेक्शन होने के बाद देन आई वुड से वेदर यू वांट टू गो हेड और नॉट, दैट यू विल डिसाइड आफ्टर दैट. और उसके बाद अगर जरूरत पड़ा, अगर टाइम रहा, तो वी विल कॉल वंस अगेन Prutha, and अगर उनके टाइम परमिट करने के बाद, then I will ask individually those who will select, probably उनके साथ हम सेशन फिर से करेंगे. बट फॉर्म फिल करना बहुत जरूरी है, राइट Prutha?
Yes, sir. Because the reason is, unlike the other universities where if a student decides to drop its cancel his admission, so a seat is vacant, now other student can fill in. This does not happen in this particular course. All right, because last year 40 students were selected. However, two left the university. Now there are only 38 students. The seats were not filled in, all right. So it's not like that. So if you're serious about it, you will have to apply within time, because it does not happen, the things do not happen the way they do in the normal clat selection, all right. So that is a catch in here. The same question is from, I think, Somil or Shivani. Shivani, being not an art student, can a commerce student cope with this course? Yes, you can, because there are students who are from science background in our course. So I think you can cope up with it if you're ready to do so, and if you are serious about the studies, you can do so, because even the teachers are nice, all right, the faculty is really good. But however, personally, as I was an art student, it did help me. There are perks of being an art student, but it does not mean that you cannot cope up, all right, because there are science students as well, there are commerce students that do it, and they are doing just as well as I am doing, even better. So that won't be a problem. Then the next question is from Sanskriti. The ma'am, you belong to which stream and have you taken drop for CLAT preparation? As I said, I was in the art stream. I was an art student, and no, I did not take a drop for CLAT preparation. I prepared it since 11th standard. I prepared it for 2 years, and I think 2 years are better than a 1 year. So I suggest that people start preparing for 11th standard itself. Don't wait. Then Sawmill again, who so corporates won't come to select candidates for this course. No, Sawmill, they won't, as I said. Then Avanti, would you advise students who are confused as to which law to study or focus on to pursue this course? So Avanti, are you suggesting the specialization part over here?
Yes, I am.
Uh, Look, for this question, I'll say that most of us, even I am not sure which particular law to focus on. However, it should not stop you from going for this course, all right? Because no one is clear as to, you have not studied law yet. You don't know what law is just by preparing for CLAT only. So I'll say that if you are confused about it, it should not stop you from applying for this course.
Too early to say.
Yeah, yes, sir, exactly. Too early to say.
Your focus should be on your improving your skills. Your exam is your target. After that, you can see Prutha, the way she is explaining about the course. तो आप बाकी लोग भी जब आप joinगे तो you will be able to do it. So my concern is focus on your exams first, then rest of the things can be followed later. Any other questions? ठीक है. So Prutha, thank you so much beta for इतने short notice में yesterday only we had a discussion and thank you so much. आपने half an hour आपका ये important दिया and I'm sure बच्चों के कई सारे बच्चों के doubts इसमें अभी clear हुए होंगे and then most importantly they will seriously think about this course. And for my suggestion, those who have appeared for CLAT 21, they should compulsory fill this form and then probably increase your chances of getting a good college, good particular. And I'm one thing I'm telling you, this is before Prutha. We had called few people from Nagpur. I think Gauri she's not here today. Gauri's brother is in NLU Nagpur. I think he's in final year. And then we have called few more people from NLU Nagpur. All were said that the college is doing phenomenally well. And trust me, there are multiple NLUs, those who have higher rank than Nagpur. I'm not sure, but जैसा मुझे social media से updates मिलते हैं, वहाँ faculties और बहुत सारे concerns है. But हमारे यहाँ नागपुर में बहुत अच्छा है. By the time Prutha will pass out, I am assuring you, this college will be in a single-digit rank. ठीक है? So that will be a really great advantage. Think of at least 3-4 years down the line. Don't think about today. What today they are doing it, that is more important. So today they are doing really good. They are doing phenomenal job. They are doing absolutely the way that what the candidates are required. Okay. So thank you so much, Prutha, for a time once again. And we look forward to have your more sessions like this. We will contact you for some more strategy sessions for our 22 and 23 candidates. है ना? तो जब भी टाइम रहेगा आपको मैम से वी विल कनेक्ट यू. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
थैंक यू सो मच.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.